Alright, we're talking about Ken today. We're going to be going over two loops. We're going to go over his Dragonlash loops and his Jinrai loops. So Jinrai are going to be done in the corner, and only in the corner. They cannot be achieved mid-screen.
What are you waiting for?
Which is a downside of it. But it is going to be your go-to corner combo. The damage you get off of them are really good. So it is worth learning them. It just can be a little difficult. It will take some practice. The Dragonlash loops can be done anywhere, technically. The only downside is you have to land the first hit or the starter of your combo while your opponent is crouching. But other than that, it's nothing really too difficult. Like I said, they have to be crouching. There aren't any run cancels, but in order to start off this combo, there's a couple ways you can start it off. You can start it off with a OD Dragonlash. You can do crouching medium kick into OD Dragonlash. Or, probably the better way, is if you get lucky, or you read them, and you get a counter hit, heavy punch, you can go into medium Dragonlash, and you don't have to waste any meter. So just for simplicity, I'm going to be using the heavy punch counter. But once you start off your combo and you're doing your first Dragonlash, first thing you're going to do is you're going to do crouching light punch, standing medium punch, into a drive rush heavy punch. So like this. Right? And you're going to be doing this for maybe 1 or 2 reps, depends on how far you want to go for it. But after you land the drive rush heavy punch, you're going to go into medium Dragonlash. And after you land that medium Dragonlash, you're going to rinse and repeat. You're going to do what you just did. So, do this. And that's what we got so far. Once you're on your last rep, once you're all burned out, or if you're not burned out, or you just want to end it prematurely, what you can do is just, instead of going for another drive rush heavy punch, you could just do the target combo to his Shoryu. It'll get you more damage, and you can confirm depending on what you're trying to go for. If you're trying to go for corner carry, you can do Tatsu, or if you want to confirm at a level 3, you can do Shoryu or the Dragonlash. So if you put it all together, we should have this. And that's it for the Dragonlash. Nothing too complicated. It is kind of niche, but in certain situations, I think it's still a good thing to know. But yeah, it's nothing too difficult. Hopefully you guys picked that up relatively easily. And now we're gonna get into the Jinrai loops. So a Jinrai loop would look something like this. Right? Like that is like as bare bones as it gets. The thing about the Jinrai loops is that there's a lot of different routes. There's so many ways you can go into it, and that's what makes it so good. That you can pretty much use it in like any situation. But before we go and get into those, I'm just gonna teach you the bare bones one, the one I just showed you. It may look easy, but I promise it's the timing that's the most difficult part. The inputs are not the problem, it's the timing. So in order to start it out, if you somehow manage to get a raw crouching heavy punch, you can start off with that. But usually what I would do is, like, let's say you know your opponent's gonna grab and then you jump the grab, you can do a jumping heavy punch into a crouching heavy punch into heavy Jinrai, so something like this. So if you land crouching heavy punch, a heavy Jinrai is guaranteed. Alright, so after you start off with the heavy Jinrai, you're going to go into the light follow-up, but if you do it immediately, like I just did there, right? No matter how much I try, it's always going to whip. So you have to delay it a little bit. But you can't delay too much, otherwise you're either going to get a standing kick like that, or you're just not going to get anything. It's a very slight delay. Right? It's very slight, but once you get it down, it'll just become muscle memory, and it's not going to be a problem. But once you get this down, you can go into another Jinrai. You can do the light version into the light follow-up again. So it's just doing this. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then you end it off with heavy DP. And then So that is pretty easy. I don't think there's anything too complicated. To get into the more complicated stuff, let's say you want to confirm into level 3, right? So you can do the same thing you just did. You can do the OD version. Luckily, right as of right there, I didn't time right, so I didn't get the cinematic version, but you get the idea of what I'm going for, right? So in order to do that, you just start off with the regular one, so heavy Jinrai into the light follow-up, but then you're going to meter burn it, and then you're going to do the first hit, you're going to do forward medium kick, and then forward heavy kick. And then you could just confirm into level 3. Whoops. And then you'll get to level 3. Yeah. I'm supposed to be teaching you guys and I'm still fucking up. But anyway, but yeah, that's how you would do that. If you go just like really fast into it, chances are it's not gonna connect. So just kind of space it out, and it'll connect most of the time. But yeah, so that's how you do that version. Let's say you don't want to start it off with that, or you can't, right? If you space it out and you get a heavy punch, you can do drive rush into it, right? You can do that. This one's a lot more difficult. This one I don't really go for all the time, just because of I'm not really used to the timing, but it can still be done. So in order to get this one right, you're going to do a driver combo of your choice or starter. I like to start it off with just standing heavy punch, since it's a very versatile move. You can pretty much use it in a lot of different situations. So I'll start off with that, and then I'll drive rush into my target combo. And since it launches, you can go into light Jinrai, and then you can follow up with the light kick. Except this time, the delay is significant, right? If I do it immediately, of course it's gonna win. So and this one is nothing like the previous Jinrai, where you had to, only a slight delay. This is a pretty big one. It's gonna take a long time to use them. It's like a very, very long delay there. But yeah. So once you get that, not being bad. You're gonna follow up with another light Jinrai, a light follow up, and then you're gonna end it with heavy Shoryuken. So it should look like this. If I can land it. Just like that. Right. So this next one I'm gonna show you, I think is a lot easier, and it'll probably get you a lot more. But this next one, you're gonna start off the same way. You're gonna start off with the drive rush, then you're gonna do the OD version, and then instead of going for the medium kick follow up, you're gonna go from the first into OD into forward heavy kick, and then you're gonna go into light Jinrai into heavy, and then you're gonna end it off with a DP, heavy DP or heavy Shoryuken. I'm sorry, my terminology is not on point in this video, but that's whatever. So to get, it should look like this. It'll hit, but that time I just messed it up. I just realized that I've been saying light Jinrai for this one. It's a medium Jinrai instead of heavy follow-up. Just for this one though. Just this specific one. And then you end it off with heavy DP. So that's for that. If you want, you can also do 2 ODs into this, if you really want to. But you just have to delay it, the second hit again. You can't just go immediately into it. Alright, so you have to delay it. Then just heavy DP. You can do that. we can also do another variation off of this. So you can do the same thing. Then you can just enter level 3 confirm. So you can just do OD into the heavy follow-up, and then you just do OD, medium kick, heavy kick. Then into level 3. You could do that. So you can just combine those. Just do that in level 3. So those are a few of them. You can also do this off of a wall splat drive impact. These ones are, like I said, this is probably the most difficult, I think. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drive impact, and then you're gonna stand your heavy punch, and then you're gonna do light Jinrai into the light follow-up. Same deal like last time. The delays will be pretty big. So get ready for practicing this one. This one's pretty difficult. Right. So that's the meterless one. Usually what I'll do, since I am not very confident in my timing for that, is I'll just do the OD version of it. So something like this. Heavy DP, whose damage is still good. I'll just do something like that into it. Or you can also do the one where you confirm into level 3. You do that as well. Right, you could do that into level 3. In a perfect world I would have hit that, but I didn't. But yeah, those are some of the routes you can go for. That's like the absolute basic one. There are a lot more complicated ones you can go for, but as of right now, those are the basics that you need to know.
I don't have
And
time to
yeah,
play.
that's all I got for you.